I hear the stars whisper through the trees in the night. Old souls keep singing, guiding us toward the light. Let the spirit rise.
Let the spirit rise. Yeah. I'm moving slow where the southern breeze flows. Dust on my boots, got a story nobody knows. Riding through the moments that shape my name. Through the fire, through the rain, through the joy and pain. I've seen humble hearts with a universe inside. People with nothing still carrying pride. Ain't about the gold or the things they display. It's about the love that survives every day. Old church melodies floating through the air. Grandma's prayers still living somewhere. Blues in the guitar, truth in the song, reminding me where my spirit belongs. I keep my eyes open, keep my soul free, finding little miracles in the things I see. The road keeps turning, but I know my direction. Walking with faith, walking with connection. Ooh, yeah. I feel the stardust on the southern wind, calling my heart again. Every river, every memory knows where my journey begins. There's a fire in the silence, there's a rhythm in the night, and the soul starts believing. Everything becomes alive. Let the spirit fly. Can you feel that cosmic rhythm?
I feel it in my soul.
Can you hear those old voices?
They're leading me back home.
I'm flowing like a slow groove from an old record player. Little funk in my step, getting closer to the maker. I ain't rushing the journey, I'm enjoying the ride. Finding my truth on the road inside. The world talks loud, but I listen to the quiet, where the heart speaks truth and the spirit gets guided. Every scar on my story got a reason to stay. Every lost little piece helped create today. I learned from the blues that the pain can transform, from the storms that pass and the hearts reborn, from the people who shine without needing the stage, from the wisdom written on every page. Let the hammer breathe like a Sunday morning. Let the white guitar cry like a soul still calling. Let the bass line roll with the earth below, while the universe dances in a southern soul glow.
I feel the stardust on the southern wind, shining over me, shining over me. Every step that I've taken was exactly where I needed to be. Through the darkness and the changes, through the nights I've known, the soul keeps on singing, and it carries me home. Stars keep falling, heart keeps calling, the rhythm lives on. This room has a memory. It knows our footsteps, our breath, our truth. So we let it speak. I step where the echoes still know my name. Same four walls, but the energy changed. Chris kick like a post in the weather chest. Dry snare marking every truth I confess. Seen nights stretch long like unanswered prayers. Seen hope survive in the coldest stairs. Ain't no spotlight here, just a shared vibration between broken hearts and reconstruction. I came from corners where silence was loud, where the weight of survival shaped every crowd. Now I speak in the room, leans in slow, like it already knows what it knows. Oh yeah, this is the room that remembers us. Every scar, every dust, every trust, and it turns all our pain into sound that holds us down. Ooh. And we don't need to hide anymore. We just open the door and we rise. We rise. Can you feel it?
We feel it.
Can you heal it?
We heal it.
We heal it.
Yeah. Breathing like a late night thought. Bassline steady like the lessons I got. Hammering waves like a Sunday reprise. Saying truth lives deeper than disguise. Reggae skank in the rhythm makes the whole room sway, like we're learning how to unlearn yesterday. And the saxophone cries with the patient tone, like it knows what it means to come back home. Every bar in this space is a piece of repair. Every silence a promise that we're still there. Not perfect, not finished, just real and alive in the sound of how we survive.
Turning loss into love, into trust, and every voice that we give to the night turns to life. And nothing here is ever erased. It just finds its place and we rise. Maybe memory isn't something we carry. Maybe it's something that carries us. The room that remembers us, still holding us. Every heartbeat in this circle of flame knows our name. Oh yeah, and nothing ever truly ends. It just ends and we rise. Soft applause. Vinyl crackle. Roads fading tonight, and the room keeps remembering us. In the quiet of the morning light, there's a story hidden in the night. Every soul is searching for a sign, a little hope, a little peace of mind.
I've been walking through the city with my thoughts on my sleeve, trying to understand the things we lose and believe. Old buildings talking like they remember the past, holding on to moments that were never meant to last. I see the workers, the dreamers, the ones still fighting, carrying heavy storms but somehow still shining. 1,000 different voices, one human song, looking for a place where they feel they belong. I learned that the heart has a language of its own. Even in a crowd you can still feel alone, but every empty road, every difficult season can reveal a hidden purpose and a deeper reason. I'm not chasing perfection, I'm chasing the truth, trying to protect the fire I carry since youth. Every scar on my journey became part of the art. Every broken piece helped rebuild my heart.
Ooh, yeah, the soul knows the way, even when the road gets long. There's a light in the distance, there's a place where we belong. Through the tears and the changes, through the nights we survive, there's a rhythm within us, keeping dreams alive. Can you feel that spirit?
I feel it moving.
Can you hear that heartbeat?
I hear it proving. Yeah. I write these lines for the people in the background, the quiet ones building dreams without making a sound, the ones who keep giving when nobody knows, the ones planting flowers where the cold wind blows. I found my peace in the spaces between moments, in conversations and memories, in small components. A warm melody from an old piano key, reminding me there's more than what the eyes can see. The city keeps turning, the seasons keep changing, people keep searching, hearts rearranging, but love is the rhythm that keeps us connected, a universal language that can't be rejected. So let the drums breathe and the vinyl spin slow, let the guitar tell stories only the soul can know. I'm just a voice in this endless creation, sharing my truth through a midnight vibration.
The soul knows the way, when the world feels unclear, every whisper of hope brings the future near. Through the shadows around us, through the battles we face, there's a song deep inside us, there's a timeless grace. Ooh. Keep walking,
Keep walking.
keep believing. The soul knows the way. Yeah. We're still breathing in analog light, still finding truth in the night. Let it roll. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I step in the pocket where the groove don't lie, where the truth gets heavy but it still gets by. Crisp kick like a heartbeat under worn out shoes, dry snare like a snap of the life we choose. Seen pain turn wisdom in a single refrain, seen hope survive through the weight of the rain. Ain't no gold in the story but it shines so real, like a bassline teaching you how to feel. I came from silence that was louder than noise, where survival was the language of the boys and girls. Now I speak in the room, leans in close, like it recognizes what it needs most. Yeah. But still breathing in analog light, where the broken learn flight, and every voice in the circle of sound holds us down, and we don't need to become someone new. We just stay in the truth, and we rise. Can you feel it? Flowing like a faded confession, bassline steady like a lifelong lesson. Hammering, breathing like a Sunday refrain, reminding me beauty can't live in pain. Reggae skanking, the rhythm makes the whole room lean, like we're dancing through memories unseen. And the saxophone cries with the velvet tone, like it knows how it feels to come back home. Every bar in this space is a stitched up scar, every echo reminding us who we are. Not perfect, not finished, just hearing the live and the sound of how we survive.
Yeah, we're still breathing in analog light, where the night turns right, and every wound that we carry inside turns alive, turns alive. And nothing here fades away, it just learns how to stay. And we rise, we rise. Maybe the past isn't behind us, maybe it's just playing in a different key. Still breathing in an analog light, still holding the night. Every voice in this room is a flame, calling our name. And nothing ever truly ends. It bends, and we rise, we rise. Yeah.
Soft applause, vinyl hiss,
Yeah.
rose, dissolving slow.
And the analog light keeps breathing. Yeah. Underneath the southern sky, where the old roads meet the stars, I hear a rhythm calling from the places where we are. Yeah, yeah.
Let the soul breathe. Let the soul breathe. Yeah, rolling down the back road with the windows halfway low. Moonlight on the pavement, letting no memories flow. Got a pocket full of lessons and a heart full of sound, finding little pieces of heaven in the places I'm around. I seen hard times turn a man into ghosts, and young dreams survive when the nights got cold. Ain't about the money or the things we collect, it's the love that we give and the people we protect. Grandma's gospel playing through the kitchen walls, old blue stories dancing through the hallway calls. The southern spirit got a rhythm of its own, a little bit of pain but a whole lot of soul. I keep my feet grounded but my mind stay cosmic, searching for the truth through the chaos and the logic. Every scar got a story, every tear got a reason, every dark little winter got a hidden season.
Ooh, yeah. I feel the starlight on the back road, I feel the fire in my soul. Every step that I've been taking brings me closer to my home. There's a spirit in the rhythm, there's a message in the sound. When the world keeps turning faster, love will slow it back down. Slow it down.
Let the spirit come around.
Can you feel that southern heartbeat? I can feel it deep inside.
Can you hear the old song calling?
Through the stars and through the night.
Yeah. I'm moving with the groove like a record on a Sunday. Little funk in the pocket, little soul in the runway. While guitar crying while the organ keeps praying, like the ancestors talking through the music we're making. I learned that peace ain't something you find outside. It's a flame that you carry when you're walking through life. A quiet kind of power, a humble vibration, a connection between the heart and creation. So I write for the dreamers looking up at the sky, for the ones still searching for the reason why, for the souls that keep dancing when the road gets rough, knowing every little moment can become enough. Let the drums breathe easy, let the bass roll deep, let the old soul memories rise from the streets. This ain't just a song, it's a conversation between human hearts and the universe's vibration.
I feel the starlight on the back road shining over where I stand. Every journey has a purpose, every soul has a plan. Through the darkness, through the changes, through the rivers we cross, we keep finding little pieces of the love we never lost. Stars keep falling, road keeps calling, soul keeps moving on. I used to think rhythm had to move fast, but tonight it slows down and shows me something else. I let the piano sit in the center of my chest, where all my restless thoughts finally rest. Every note doesn't push, it just stays, like it knows I'm learning new ways. I've been carrying motion that never belonged, mistaking the chaos for part of the song. But silence tonight feels more like a guide than anything I've tried to decide. The bass line walks like a softened reply, no urgency passing me by, and the brush drums keep a patient frame, like they're calling my name. Ooh, yeah. Stillness has a rhythm too, it's been waiting for you. Every piece of me slows down to the sound. Ooh. And I don't need to chase anymore, I just open the door and I rise, shimmer like a distant night train. Jazz guitar whispers through memory rain, hemming breeze like a Sunday sky, letting all my resistance pass by. I used to think meaning had to be loud, like breaking through silence inside a crowd. But now I see it lives in the in-between, in the spaces unseen. No pressure here, no need to perform, just the gentle shape of something warm. And every imperfect breath I release turns into peace. Ooh, yeah. Stillness has a rhythm too, soft and true. Every shadow I thought I would fight turns to light, and nothing in me is out of place. It's all grace, and I rise, Maybe movement was never the answer. Maybe stillness was the music all along. Soft applause. Vinyl crackle. Vinyl crackle. Vinyl crackle. Oh yeah. Ooh. And stillness keeps the rhythm. Beyond the voices, beyond the sound, there's a heartbeat underneath the ground. When the world gets heavy and the lights get low, the soul keeps dancing where the unseen grows.
I'm standing where the old roads meet the new days, watching life move through 1,000 different ways. Faces full of stories that they never reveal, hidden conversations that only the heart can feel. I learned from the nights when the city went quiet, when the only thing left was the truth inside it. No crowd around, no need to pretend, just me and my thoughts trying to understand. I've seen broken dreams turn into inspiration, pain transformed through patience and dedication. Every setback became a teacher in disguise, every closed door showed another side. I'm not searching for a world without scars, I'm finding beauty in the places that are hard, because the deepest roots grow underneath, and the strongest souls are the ones who believe.
Ooh yeah, there's a rhythm beneath the noise, a whisper calling through the night, a little hope inside the darkness, a little flame still burning bright. Every heart carries a story, every tear becomes a song. Even when the road feels endless, the spirit keeps moving on. Can you feel that vibration?
Deep inside my soul,
can you hear that message?
it's guiding me home. I write with a pen full of memories and visions, painting every truth from the life I've been given. Old school drums and the melody slow, like conversations with the people I know. The streets taught rhythm, the struggles taught grace. The journey taught me how to appreciate that a simple moment can carry a treasure. A quiet little smile can become forever. I watch seasons change like records spinning. Lost some battles, but I kept on beginning, because the soul doesn't break, it bends and grows like a flower finding light through the cracks in the rose. So let the bass breathe deep, let the piano speak, let the sax tell stories from the hearts of the weak. This is for the dreamers who walk through the rain, still holding on to love,
still believing again. There's a rhythm beneath the noise, a truth that never disappears, a song living in the silence, a melody beyond the years. Every heart carries a purpose, every soul has a way. Through the darkest midnight moments, we can still find the day. Ooh, the noise fades away, but the rhythm remains. The soul keeps breathing, the story continues. through the silence of the night. Ancient voices moving softly, carrying a little light.
Yeah. Let the spirit flow. I'm walking where the cotton fields meet the open sky, watching old memories slowly passing by. Got a little bit of struggle, got a little bit of grace, still finding my reflection in the lines on my face. I seen dreams grow from the smallest places, from tired hands and familiar faces, from people who gave when they had nothing left, showing that love is the greatest wealth. The city moves fast, but my soul moves slow, like a river with a story only time can know. I learned from the elders, the ones who stay strong, that the quietest voices can carry the longest song. I keep my heart open, my feet on the ground, finding my peace in the everyday sound. Every sunrise brings another chance, every heartbeat got its own little dance.
Ooh, yeah. I'm flowing like a river of southern light, moving through the shadows of the night. Every tear, every dream, every memory becomes a part of who I'm meant to be. There's a fire in my spirit, there's a song inside my soul. When the world starts feeling heavy, love will always make me whole. Ooh, make me whole. Ooh, let it flow. Can you feel the rhythm underneath? I feel it moving through me. Can you hear the ancestors singing?
They're speaking through the
music.
I'm writing with a southern swing in the cosmic view, trying to paint the sky with a shade of truth. A little funk in the pocket, a little soul in the rhyme, a little wisdom collected from the passing of time. I walk through valleys where the cold winds blew, had to rebuild the dreams I once knew. But every broken road had a lesson to give, every hard moment taught me how to live. The Hammond cries like a Sunday morning prayer, the guitar whispers stories floating in the air. Rose keys shining like stars in the room, bassline moving like flowers in bloom. This is for the dreamers who still believe, for the hearts that heal and the souls that breathe. No matter the distance, no matter the pain, the spirit keeps dancing through sunshine and rain.
I'm flowing like a river of southern light, carrying my dreams through the night. Every road that I've traveled on was leading me where I belong. There's a blessing in the journey, there's a reason in the scars. The soul keeps shining brighter, like a million distant stars. River keeps moving, heart keeps knowing. The light is always there. There's a place beyond the noise, where the heart can hear its voice. Old memories floating like a melody, calling us back to who we're meant to be.
I'm walking through the city while the moon watches down, searching for the meaning in the middle of the sound. Between the busy streets and the faces passing by, everybody's holding dreams they don't always describe. I've seen hope living in the smallest places, a smile from a stranger, familiar faces. A tired old man still sharing his wisdom, a young soul fighting through a difficult system. We all got stories hidden under the surface, moments of doubt but still trying to find purpose. The world keeps moving with with the rhythm so fast, but the soul moves deeper, connected to the past. I keep my feet grounded, my vision awake, learning from the choices in the past that I take. Every mistake became a voice in my mind,
teaching me patience, teaching me time. Ooh, yeah. Where the heart remembers, where the spirit stays, there's a song inside the silence, guiding us through the days. Every tear is a river, every scar is a sign that the soul keeps growing through the passage of time. Can you feel the rhythm? I feel it inside.
Can you see the sunrise?
Can you see the sunrise?
After the darkest night, I'm writing with the ink of the streets and the lessons, carrying the voices from the old generations. They taught me that strength isn't always loud. Sometimes it's standing tall when you're lost in the crowd. I found inspiration in the cracks of the pavement, in the quiet prayers and the moments of patience. And every soul trying to make something better, trying to become more than the world's oppression. No need for a throne when the heart feels free. No need for approval when you know what you see. The greatest treasures never shine in the light. They live in the love that survives every fight. So let the rose chords flow through the room, let the saxophone speak through the midnight gloom, let the drums tell stories with the timeless sound of every lost soul that eventually found.
Where the heart remembers, where the dreams remain, every broken moment can become a new flame. Through the storms around us, through the roads we've known, the soul keeps singing. The heart finds home. Ooh, the night keeps turning, the rhythm keeps breathing, and the heart remembers. There's a place where the groove gets quiet, and the quiet starts to speak. That's where I go tonight. Hey. I let the rhythm arrive before I shape a line, like something older is already speaking in time. Every kick drum lands like a steady truth, echoing through the bones of youth. I've been carrying questions with no real name, mistaking the silence for something to blame. But now I see it was never empty or cold, it was just something unfolding slow. The bass line moves like a patient hand, teaching my spirit to understand. And the piano falls like a softened rain, washing away what I can't explain. Yeah, where the groove meets the quiet God, nothing feels out. Every broken part I used to defend finds its end. And I don't need to run anymore, I just open the door and I saxophone whispers like a midnight prayer, jazz guitar floats through suspended air, Hammond breeze like a Sunday flame, softly calling my name. I used to think truth had to be loud and bright, like breaking through darkness with force of light. But now I find it in slower tone, in the places I call my own. No urgency here, no need to perform, just the gentle shape of something warm. And every breath I let myself take feels like grace I don't need to make. Ooh, yeah. Where the groove meets the quiet guide, even scars feel light. Every shadow I carry so long turns to song. Ooh, and nothing in me is out of place. It's all grace, and I rise. Maybe God was never loud. Maybe it was the space between every sound. Soft applause, vinyl crackle, roads dissolving into air, and the quiet becomes the groove. This one's for the hours nobody sees, when the world gets quiet enough to breathe. Let it rise, let it be.
I write my truth in the spaces between the noise, where broken men learn how to become boys again. Poised, no spotlight, just street light glow on the mind. Trying to find peace in the fabric of time. Seen hope get
buried in the dust of a dream. Still it grow back through the cracks in the scene. We ain't perfect, but we learning the sound of a life that keeps turning around.
Every corner got a sermon if you stop and stay still.
Every silence got a purpose if it teaches you will.
And I learn more from the struggle than the shine ever gave.
Cause the realest kind of freedom is the one that you say. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. This is a slow gospel for the forgotten hour, where the weak become power and the night turns soft as a prayer. Ooh, in the air, we don't need to run from the pain. We just let it sound like rain, and we rise, we rise.
Can you hold it?
We hold it into light.
Can you fold it?
Can you fold it into light?
Can you fold it
Into light.
into light? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Baseline walking like it knows my path. Every step I take is a shadow that lasts. Roads floating like forgotten advice from the elders who survived this life. Hammond cries like a Sunday truth, reminding me of everything I lost in youth. But I gained more wisdom than I ever could steal. Now I speak what I actually feel. We don't chase fame,
We chase understanding, a way to keep the heart from demanding.
too much weight from a world that bends.
So we break and we learn how to mend. This is a slow gospel for the forgotten hours, where the silence turns into flowers, and the pain that we carried so long becomes song. And nothing here is ever in vain. Even tears become grain, and we rise, we rise.
If you listen closely, even the broken parts know how to sing.
Oh, yeah. Slow gospel for the forgotten hours, still alive in our power. Every voice in this room is a flame, calling our name. And nothing is ever really lost. It just changes its cause. And we rise, we rise.
Soft applause,
Yeah.
vinyl crackle, vinyl crackle,
Vinyl crackle,
vinyl crackle,
roads fading,
into dust light.
and the hours keep singing. In the quiet of the evening, where the heart begins to speak, every word becomes a feeling, every silence tells a dream. Let the soul unfold. I've been collecting moments like pages from an old book, finding hidden meanings in every place I've looked. The world moves quickly, but my spirit moves slow, learning all the things that only patience can show. I've walked through rooms filled with unfinished stories, carried little pieces of pain and glory, but every scar became a line in my poetry. Every tear became a part of my melody. I don't need perfection to feel complete. There's beauty in the cracks underneath my feet, like an old piano playing late at night, finding harmony somewhere between wrong and right. Oh yeah, I'm writing poetry in the candlelight, turning shadows into something bright. Every heartbeat has a story to tell. Every soul has a place where it can dwell. Through the silence, through the years, through the laughter and the tears, I find my way back home again, where love begins. Where love begins. Ooh, let it breathe. I remember conversations with the moon and the rain, little moments teaching me to embrace the pain. The strongest flowers grow beneath the storm. The deepest rivers are the ones that transform. I've learned that kindness is a language of the heart, A simple touch can heal a broken part. A quiet voice can change a restless mind. A little bit of love can leave a world behind. So I breathe with the rhythm, I move with the sound, finding sacred pieces in the life I found. No need to chase what was never meant to stay. The soul knows the truth in its own gentle way. Let the rose whisper, let the saxophone cry, let the old guitar paint colors in the sky. Let the drums keep time like a heartbeat below, while my spirit learns how to grow. I'm writing poetry in the candlelight, holding on to pieces of the night. Every memory, every dream, here's a river flowing back to me. There's a melody inside the pain, there's a blessing inside the rain. And when my heart begins to sing, I remember everything. Maybe we are all unfinished songs, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right harmony. The music remains, and the heart keeps writing its beautiful name. The room gets smaller, the silence gets wide, and suddenly everything I am has nowhere to hide. Yeah, let it open. I've been sitting in the center of a quiet unfolding, where time loses shape and the heart keeps holding every fragment of thought that never had words, every feeling too soft to be heard. The air feels heavier with meaning and glow, like something invisible learning to show. I don't reach for answers, I let them arrive, like slow-moving currents I can't describe. The edges of me start dissolving tonight, not into darkness, but something like light. A presence that feels both distant and near, as if everything I am is already here. Ooh, yeah. When the room becomes a universe, I remember my name. Every boundary I carry turns to vapor and flame. And I don't need direction, I don't need to explain. I just move with the stillness that knows me again. Knows me again. Begins again. There's a shift in perception, where language falls off, where the mind stops insisting and softens its thoughts. The roads keeps breathing like memories tied, while the saxophone floats through the edges of time. The bass line is grounding but not in control. It hums like the body remembering the soul. The brush drums are echoes of moments unseen, of everything lived in between. I feel every version of me overlap, like echoes returning without looking back. No past and no future, just something I feel, a stillness too honest to conceal. was never far away. I'm no longer apart, just a quiet expansion of heart. Space expands, stillness stands, and I am everything. Listening. In this candlelight piano room, where every note can tell the truth, we don't rush anything, we just feel. I let the piano speak before I find my words. Let it say the things I never said or heard. Every key I press feels like memory and rain, softly translating joy and pain. I've been carrying silence that was never mine, holding on too tightly to the shape of time. But in this room it loosens its hold on me, like a slow release into melody. The bassline walks gentle underneath my chest, like it understands what I cannot express. And the brush drums keep a patient time, like they're breathing between every line. Ooh, yeah. This is my candlelight piano confession, turning doubt into quiet progression. Every tear, every truth, every sound comes around, and I don't need to hide anymore. I just open the door. Rose layers shimmer like a distant thought. Jazz guitar whispers what silence taught. Hammond pads drift like a Sunday prayer, soft horns answering what's in the air. I used to think healing had to be loud, like breaking through noise in a restless crowd. But now I see it's quieter than that. It's where you finally put your heart back. No rush, no race, just a steady release, a return to something that feels like peace. And every note I sing in this small lit space feels like finding my place. Ooh, yeah, yeah. This is my candlelight piano confession, a slow, soulful lesson. Every broken part of me learning to be free. Ooh, and the music don't judge what I feel, it just helps me heal. And I rise. Maybe truth doesn't need volume, maybe it just needs space. masterclass. Vinyl crackle, piano dissolving into air, and my voice stays with the light. In this candlelight frequency, where the night begins to speak, every shadow turns to language, every silence turns to peace. Let it breathe. I've been sitting with the quiet like it knows my name, letting thoughts drift slowly through the edge of the flame. No urgency here, just a soft unfolding, like time itself pausing, gently beholding. I don't chase resolution in every emotion. Some feelings are rivers without destination. They move through the body like memory and sound, then disappear somewhere the heart is found. There's a grace in the unfinished, a truth in the slow, a wisdom that only the stillness can show. So I listen with patience, I lean into air, to the things I don't say but somehow are there. Ooh, yeah. In candlelight frequencies, I hear myself again. Every broken conversation turns into a hymn, and the night keeps unfolding like a prayer I understand, softly pulling me back to what I can't command. I understand. In this land, there's a rhythm in reflection, in the hush between tones, where the self isn't separate, just softly known. I've watched my own heart rearrange in the dark, like a slow burning chord, leaving traces of spark. The road hums gently, like an old conversation. The saxophone bends into warm hesitation. The guitar sighs low, like a distant regret, and the bass line remembers what I can't forget. But nothing feels heavy when it's held like this, in the space where surrender and presence coexist. I don't need to fix what the moment reveals. Some truths are just meant to be deeply felt and healed. In candlelight frequencies, I dissolve in return. Every lesson I've been carrying is the way that I learn. And I don't need to answer what the silence is planned. I just move with the feeling. I don't need to understand. Maybe healing is just listening without needing to respond. Ooh. In candlelight frequency, I become what I am. Every moment unfolding like a delicate hand, and the night doesn't end me. It reveals who I've been. In the quiet, I'm finally letting life in. Flame still flickers, sound grows thinner, and I remain listening. breathe. When the record slows to silence and the room forgets its sound, something deeper starts unfolding. Something always comes around. Yeah. Let it settle. I sit with my thoughts like old friends at the table. No need for pretending, no need for labels. The night doesn't judge what the heart reveals. It just holds every wound while it slowly heals. I learned that the quiet has language and tone, a way of reminding you you're never alone. Even when the world feels too heavy to hold, there's a soft little fire underneath the cold. I don't chase perfection, I follow the thread of every unsaid word. And the things I once said, they all come together in a slower design, like a river of meaning that crosses my mind. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. After the vinyl stops spinning, there's a truth left in the air. Every echo turns to feeling, every silence turns to care. And I find myself remembering what I never understood, that the broken parts were leading me back to something good. Ooh, something good. Ooh, understood. I've been learning how to breathe inside unfinished songs, where nothing is perfect but nothing feels wrong. The rhythm of becoming isn't loud or extreme. It's the gentle unfolding of a half-awake dream. I've watched my own reflection soften over time, like a faded photograph losing its line. But in that blur there's a beauty I never could see, a quieter version of who I could be. So I let the road shimmer like dusk on the floor, let the saxophone whisper what words can't restore, let the bass line move like a slow heartbeat tide, while I make peace with what I hold inside. Ooh, ooh, ooh. After the vinyl stops spinning, there's a calm I can't deny. Every memory rearranges like stars across the sky. And I don't need to chase it, I don't need to pretend. Every ending is a doorway that begins again. Maybe silence, it's just another kind of music. After the vinyl stops spinning, I can finally hear myself. Every layer of the silence becomes something else. And I carry what I've learned now, like a light I can't unsee. The quiet isn't empty, it's where I'm free. The record fades, but I remain listening. when the city falls asleep. I hear the voices underneath. Every soul got a story, every heart got a rhythm.
Yeah, I walk through the streets where the old lights glow, concrete memories in the midnight smoke. Pages of pain, but the spirit still grows. Seeds in the cracks where the forgotten souls go. I seen dreams fade behind apartment windows. Young hearts searching for a place to belong. But the rhythm of life keeps moving along, like a vinyl spinning with an old soul song. No gold chains, no crowns, no need for applause. I'm chasing inner peace, trying to heal old scars. Grandmother prayers still living in my bones. Ancient little whispers guiding me home. Every struggle got a lesson in the silence. Every shadow got a hidden form of guidance. I write these words for the ones unseen, for the tired warriors still chasing their dreams.
Ooh, yeah. There's a light in the darkness, a voice in the rain, a song for the broken, a hope through the pain. We carry the stories that nobody knows, but love keeps growing where the wild river flows. Can you feel it in your soul?
I can feel it,
I can feel it. Can you hear the heartbeat call
through the silence,
through it all?
I'm painting pictures with words and melodies. Jazz in my mind, old records underneath. A conversation between my past and me. Finding my truth in the spaces between. The city moves fast, but my spirit moves slow. I learn real wealth isn't things that you hold. It's the love that you give, the seeds that you sow, the kindness you leave when nobody knows. I'm from the corners where the dreamers survive, where hope stays breathing when the world says goodbye. A little faith, a little soul, a little patience inside. That's the rhythm that keeps us alive.
Ooh, there's a light in the darkness, a fire in the rain. Every soul has a story, every scar has a name. We are echoes of moments, we are songs from the past, finding peace in the journey, making memories last. Keep walking, keep dreaming, the rhythm lives on. Late night voices in the air. Late night voices in the air. Oh, soul searching everywhere, yeah. Between the silence and the sound, we find the truth when the world slows down.
Yeah, I'm walking through the city with a mind full of questions. Street lamps shining on forgotten reflections. Every corner got a story, every face got a lesson. Every broken piece still holding the blessing. I came from the places where the dreams feel heavy, where the road gets rough but the heart stays steady. No shortcuts taken, no mass in my vision, just a soul trying to grow through a world full of friction. I hear the old records talking through the walls, rose keys crying when the midnight falls. Grandfather wisdom in the words that remain, teaching me strength comes from surviving the rain. I don't chase shadows, I don't run for fame. I'm building something deeper than a temporary name. A quiet revolution inside my chest, finding peace in the chaos, finding freedom in the stress.
Ooh, yeah. In these midnight conversations, I hear my spirit calling me. Through the pain and hesitation, there's a deeper part of me. Every tear becomes a river, every scar becomes a song. When the world feels cold and empty, so we'll always carry on.
Do you hear the voice inside?
I hear it, I hear it.
Do you feel the rhythm of life?
Through the darkness, through the night,
I write for the dreamers sitting alone in their rooms, trying to find some sunlight underneath the moon. For the ones who keep fighting when nobody sees, holding on to hope like a flower through the concrete. City got noise, but I search for the meaning, past all the illusions and the things we're believing. A humble heart in a clear direction, that's the foundation beyond any possession. I learn from the silence, I learn from the fall. Sometimes the smallest voice is the strongest of all. A melody hidden inside every struggle, a diamond created under pressure and trouble. So let the drums breathe, let the guitar cry, let the saxophone speak like a soul passing by. This is for the hearts that refuse to break, for every new dawn that tomorrow will make.
In these midnight conversations, I finally understand every road that I have traveled was shaping who I am. Through the shadows, through the changes, through the moments I survived, there's a rhythm deep within me, there's a soul that stays alive. The city sleeps, but the spirit never fades. The song goes on. There's a light in the low frequencies. You can't always see it, but you can feel it breathe. I let the groove arrive before my thoughts align, like something deeper is already designed. Every kick drum lands like a grounded truth, echoing softly through the roof of youth. I've been walking through silence that speaks in tone, where even my questions don't feel alone. Not every burden is meant to be held, some just dissolve when the rhythm is felt. The bass line moves like a patient guide, holding the parts I used to hide inside. And the road's chords fall like a gentle rain, soothing the edges of memory and pain. Ooh, yeah. There's light in the low frequencies that carries me. Every broken part I used to deny learns to fly. Ooh. And I don't need to fight anymore, I just open the door and I rise, yeah. Yeah. Saxophone whispers like a midnight prayer, jazz guitar floating through heavy air, hymn and breeze like a Sunday flame, softly calling my name. I used to think truth had to be loud and clear, like breaking through everything I fear. But now I find it in softer tone, in spaces I call my own. No urgency here, no need to perform, just the gentle shape of something warm. And every breath I let myself take feels like grace I don't need to make. Ooh, yeah. There's light in the low frequencies that heals me. Every shadow I carried so long turns to song. Ooh. And nothing in me is out of place, it's all grace. And I rise, yeah. Maybe light was never above us, Maybe it was always beneath everything, waiting. Soft applause, final crackle, roads fading into night, and the light keeps breathing